Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're back with you on the Morning Dish, and we are talking to Cody McCarver, which has been with Confederate Railroad. He has had movies, you name it, anything you can think of, and he was actually the Independent Artist of the Year from Music Row Magazine. Good morning. How are you, brother?
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Yeah, we're all right. You know, we're sitting in here just griping, and we do that a lot. We just complain. Do you ever just get up and just complain?
Well, I try not to, but I'm guilty of it.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. We got to watch what we say because we don't want to be blocked from the media. You know how that's going, so anyway.
Uh-huh. let's just make the media mad this morning.
There you go. Hey, we're good with that.
We do it every morning.
Yeah, every morning. Jeez, Lord of mercy. Hey, you're actually, I talked to you the other day. You're like the founding guy for the Outlaw Gospel, which is very cool, I think. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, well, I don't know that I'm the founding guy.
I think you are, man. I'm going to make you that way now.
Well, you can. I think it's been there. I don't think nobody's ever just called it that.
Mm-hmm.
The way that came about was I had a struggle, struggles with life.
Right.
And I was a pretty massive alcoholic. And I had my own bus. I had left Confederate Railroad on the best of terms. I still love the band. We're still friends. The Confederate Railroad is my favorite band of all times, and the songs are part of me, and I love them. And but I had an opportunity to do some other things, so I did. And I began to tour with David Allen Coe for about a year.
Oh, Lord.
And,
that's good with an alcohol problem.
I was just thinking.
Well, funny thing is people think Dave's a big drinker, but he's not.
No.
He's really not. But anyway, long story short, I drinking got worse and, drugging got worse and that whole story, and got off the bus one day and just kind of quit. And I went to church, and everything changed for me that day, and I gave my life to Jesus.
Right.
And I started writing gospel songs, and I took them to Nashville, and I found out that the people in the Christian industry in Nashville didn't find me very inviting or accepting. And the lyrics that I had written were a little too hardcore for Christian radio. And this guy said that I had this outlaw thing going on. My voice was a little gruff. My lyrics were a little too real. And I said, well, maybe I'll just call what I do Outlaw Gospel. And I was joking, and he said that was brilliant. And I said, man, who would like something called Outlaw Gospel? And he said, well, a Duck Dynasty fan, a Dukes of Hazzard fan.
Stephen Phillips.
There you go.
And so I ended up trademarking the name Outlaw Gospel, and we tie a Bible verse to it, Romans 6:14, for we are no longer under the law but under his grace, and began to record more records and write more songs, and it's been a gift and a blessing, and you could call me the founder of it because I kind of pegged the name.
Right.
But, Why Me, Lord by Chris Christopherson was Outlaw Gospel.
You ain't kidding, it was. And if you ever listen to his testimony on YouTube about that, it'll blow your mind because he'd never been to church or anything. He did not have a clue what's going on, and it's cool to watch that.
Yeah, I watched that video myself. And there's, Johnny Cash did it. There's lots of Merle Haggard, lots of guys that sang outlaw country music. They recorded a gospel record, could be called Outlaw Gospel.
Right. I love it. But now you got a lot more stuff going on, man. You've been, of course, you run around with John Snyder pretty much. I see y'all do a lot of shows together. Does he have a problem with you being better looking than him, or is he okay with that?
No, yeah, I don't think that's the case. It's funny to watch the ladies swoon over John Schneider.
Yeah. Golly.
Even I look at him every now and then and go, wow, you're a good-looking man.
Oh, every time we have John on the show here, we have ladies call afterward, just on and on and on about John.
Now, he's writing a new movie. You going to be involved in that?
Yeah, I hope so. Myself and Keith Burns, this world that we live in right now, we, getting together to try to write a song is kind of tough.
Right.
So I did my first Zoom call right yesterday.
How'd that work out?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It actually saved me and him a tank of gas.
Yeah.
And we sat down and started to write some stuff for this new movie.
Right.
And, of course, I'm a part of the movie Stand On It.
Right.
Which is, if you haven't seen Stand On It, go watch it. It's worth the time. It's just, Hollywood is so weird. Hollywood is so serious. And John wrote a movie that is just fun.
Yeah, it's a cool movie.
And
you got to be Snowman. That's the cool part. I know everybody want to be Burt Reynolds, but I'd rather be Snowman. He looked like he had so much more fun.
Yeah, John and I were in Nashville, and we were doing a showcase for a record company he was working with, and we were standing outside this venue, and we were talking. He said, "Hey, I want you to be a part of this movie." And at this time, it was kind of the beginning stages of it, He said, "I want you to be a part of this movie." And I said, "Well, what is it?" And he said, "It's basically Smokey and the Bandit." And I was like, "Ooh, I don't know about that, I mean, that's just the greatest movie ever made. And if you're going to do Smokey and the Bandit, how do you do it better than the original one?" And he said, "Read the script." And so I read a few pages of the script and went, "Wow, this is cool." It is Smokey and the Bandit, but it's not. Mm-hmm. It's a tribute to it. And John had reasons to do it, having been on the set of Smokey and the Bandit during the filming.
Right.
And it made all kind of sense to do it. And then, I'm like, I want you to be the Jerry Reed character. Of course, my name's Frosty, not Snowman, but Frosty. And
right.
It's my dog's name is Frog, not Fred.
Yeah.
So it's very entertaining. I watch it. I'm going to turn it on and watch it right now and laugh.
Yeah.
And I've seen it, 25 times probably.
Yeah, they showed it down here, and we've had a lot of people comment on. We're giving away tickets on that. Now, on your music stuff, if somebody wants to get up with and listen to some of your stuff that maybe not have heard of your songs, I love, I like gospel. Don't take me wrong, I do. I love it. Not too much of quartet stuff as much as I do, but the outlaw gospel is kind of what I go with, and I guess I'm one of the. I'm not really. Well, I guess I am an outlaw. I mean, I owe people a lot of money, but if somebody wants to get up with your, to find your music, where do we need to go?
Well, you can, the music's everywhere. It's iTunes and Google Play, wherever you get your music. Mm-hmm. Then you can go to CodyMcCarver.com, and if you want a physical product, we sell it right there on the website. Mm-hmm. And, John and I, we recorded a duet in 2019 called These Hands. Right. And we had a #1 country Christian song in December of 2019. Right. And, of course, we rolled into 2020, with high hopes of tours and shows. And this, I don't know if you heard about this COVID-19 thing.
No, I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, you need to watch out. And so we kind of, it kind of shut the door on the entertainment business. Yeah. But I would suggest going to YouTube, find that music video, Cody McCarver, John Schneider, These Hands.
These Hands.
And if you like that, just keep going.
There you go.
There's a whole lot of it out there.
All right. Well, Cody, we have got to get up here to a commercial, but I sure appreciate you calling in. And like I said, I love your music and all that you've done, and especially your testimony. I mean, I think that means a lot. That's the thing about it. A lot of people get in the music business and they get the Hank Williams syndrome, and they think they got to run around and drinking and carrying all that up. And a lot of folks, we've had numerous people on that has been in that lifestyle and turned to God, and I appreciate your testimony, especially here live on the radio.
Yeah, man, it's I don't know. I was raised in church. I learned how to play piano when I was 9. I was our church pianist, and I just veered away from it because I didn't like church people.
Yeah.
And
I don't like
church
half the
people
folks
can
I
be-
love either, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, church people can be brutal,
Yeah.
and now I'm a church people.
Yeah.
So I'm a lot better man for it. I've been sober since 2013. I love working with John, and it's been a real treat. And I produced a couple of the records that John's got out, including the music for Stand On It, and then a new album he's got coming real soon called Truck On.
Right.
Working on a new record of my own, and I appreciate you having me on and get to talk about all this stuff.
All right, so we'll just go check him out at CodyMcCarver.com.
McCarver.com.
Yeah, CodyMcCarver.com.
There you go. All right, man, we appreciate you calling in. I know it's early out there where you're at, but we're going to get to a break, and we'll get you back on, see what's going on, keep up with you.
Y'all take care.
You too.
Thank you, Cody.
Thank you for listening. This is Stephen Phillips, host of The Morning Dish. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel because we have a lot more interviews out there to listen to. Plus, you can listen online every morning at WJULradio.com or Lake 97.7 WJUL. And give us a like on our Facebook page, The Morning Dish.